What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be discussing Tecca and a possible album that he might have coming out this year, and I also want to dive into a little bit of just how strong his fan base really is. But before we do start with any of this, I do want to shout out to the second channel, Complex 2. A link to that will be in the description down below. Also want to give a big shout out to all channel members. Thank you guys for supporting me through that. And lastly, make sure to follow the Instagram at Complex Productions 999 and the Twitter Complex Discuss. And with all this being said, we're going to dive on into everything. Tecca took to Twitter earlier today to tweet out this summer, which some people are thinking could lead to something releasing this summer. Whether this is going to be an album, a single, EP, just a project, whatever it might be, it's still a hint towards something, which is honestly really cool because Tecca is one of my favorite artists that is still consistently dropping music. I think that Tecca honestly doesn't miss that much. Some of Virgo World, in my opinion, wasn't the best, but as for the We Love You Tecca series and some of the songs on Virgo World, I did enjoy, and I think Tecca is one of the most consistent artists still releasing music, and I'm always excited for new music when he's about to drop. He obviously released Falling a couple months back, which could be a single to something, might just be a one-off single, I'm not entirely sure yet, but kind of diving into a few things that Tecca has hinted towards though. So we know that Falling could possibly be a single for something that he's going to release in the future, and we also know that back in January he was hanging out with Uzi because he posted these Instagram pictures with him. So those are just some things to keep in mind regarding Tecca's new album or a new project or something. Falling could be a single for it, and there might be an Uzi collab on there, but obviously take all that with a grain of salt because we don't know. That's just complete speculation. But if you guys have been watching what's going on with Tecca as of lately on his tour that he's currently on, my homie Hello Yassine actually posted a clip or a video of one of these concerts where Tecca completely filled in the venue or wherever he's at performing, and you can obviously see everybody is enjoying Tecca's set and his show, which is one of the things that I do want to point out is that I think that Tecca's fans are honestly some of the most loyal and diehard fans that I've seen out of any of the newer generation or these newer artists, and I have a few reasons or things to point towards this. So I do have a video like this on my second channel that if you guys have seen that, this part of the video is honestly a little bit similar to that, but I did want to bring this to the main channel just to kind of show and prove to you guys how loyal Tecca's fans are. So obviously We Love You Tecca 1 dropped in 2019 and it included Ransom and the Ransom remix on it, and this project debuted and sold 68,000 units in its first week, which is pretty good for a debut mixtape. That's really good, and that was including merch bundles as well, but a majority of those streams I believe came from Ransom. And then the first thing that Tecca released, or first project I guess, without a single on it that was a huge Billboard hit was Virgo World, and this still sold 35,000 units first week, which honestly isn't bad. The album has some big features on it, including like Polo G and Dirk and a few others as well, and I think that the album not being the best representation or the best music that Tecca's put out didn't even have a bad impact on Tecca's career whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, there are songs on Virgo World that I really do like. The song with Dirk and Polo I really enjoy. I really like Royal Rumble, Out of Love. There's a lot of songs on the album I do like. It's just my least favorite out of the three that Tecca's released. But also looking at We Love You Tecca 2's first week sales, this sold 30,000 units first week without a huge hit on it as well, and both Virgo World and We Love You Tecca 2 debuted at number 10 their first week. So this is proof that Tecca's fans are not giving up on him and they're not leaving. I think Tecca has built so many loyal fans just because of how he really grew his community and his fan base by being a SoundCloud artist at first and then getting in with Internet Money and blowing up with Ransom and then getting in with the mainstream artists with a Juice feature, and then obviously now he has features with tons of artists like Uzi and just many other mainstream artists. But I think that the first week sales and the positions where his projects have debuted at don't even show Tecca falling off in the near future. I think that the reason We Love You Tecca 1 sold so much was, one, it was his debut project, two, it obviously had Ransom and the remix on there, so that obviously helped it do extremely well first week. But if you look at Virgo World and We Love You Tecca 2, neither of them had a Billboard hit on them or nothing that was a ridiculously huge mainstream hit, and both albums debuted at the same spot and basically sold around the same amount of units first week. So if Tecca releases another album that debuts within the top 10 on Billboard and it sells anywhere from 30 to 40,000 units first week, I think that this is proof that Tecca's fans are not going to let him fall off, because numbers like that are not flops whatsoever, especially when you don't have a hit song that's doing really well on radio or playlisting or TikTok or whatever to help guarantee your album great first week sales. Then this is just proof Tecca's not going to fall off, and I still see a huge amount of Tecca supporters all all the time, and it really is cool to see because I think Tecca deserves everything he has, and I'm really excited for what he's going to release in the future. And as we get information regarding a mixtape, an album, a project, whatever, I'm definitely going to be making videos on that. But if you guys did enjoy, thank you for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.